Hey everyone, Ashley here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be filming a video about traveling, and it is a subject where I feel like a lot of people are scared to travel with babies, but I am here to give you 6 tips on traveling with a baby. This is specifically exclusive for 6 months and under. Stay tuned for my next video when I talk about babies from 6 to 12 months. My baby is 14 months, so I don't have any experience over those ages, but I will share my experience when I get there. As for now, let's get into the 6 tips of how to travel with a baby under 6 months old and make it really easy on you. The reason why traveling during this time is actually the best time to travel is because babies during this age frame, they sleep a lot. And usually white noise from the plane helps them to sleep right away, and you really shouldn't have too many problems as compared to a baby that's much older. However, babies at this age can have colic like my baby did, and trust me, you do not want to book a flight time where you're going to be on the plane or in the airport during the evening time. So my first tip is choose a flight time wisely. Also, during this phase, you are probably not getting much sleep yourself, or you're still recovering from those newborn days of just not getting enough sleep. And so for me, during this time frame, I actually really wasn't able to wake up and get out of the house at a super early time. So taking a 6 a.m. or a 7 a.m. flight was just not ideal for me. And so I like to choose a flight in the middle of the day. However, I know that this is not normally a preference, especially because you want to get to your destination sooner and maybe explore more, and traveling during the middle of the day is kind of like a weird time. But for me, I noticed that this was the best time to travel, and I wish that I sacrificed the time at my destination in exchange for having comfort during the flight, because my baby at this age was happiest in the middle of the day. We're talking from 10 a.m. at the very earliest to like 2 p.m. Anything after that is pretty questionable because my baby, like I said, had colic. So I would not choose a flight that is later in the day for that reason. Tip number 2, I learned this tip from another mom friend, and I am so glad that she told me this, is to pack all of your baby's stuff in the stroller bag or the car seat bag. When you're traveling with a baby at this age, people do different things, right? Some people feel more comfortable taking their stroller through the airport. Some people feel more comfortable packing it up, checking it at the customer service counter. That way they can just get rid of the stroller, get rid of the car seat, and just carry baby in the carrier, and that way you can walk through TSA with the baby in the carrier, which is my personal preference at this age. Since I checked my stroller and my car seat bag, this allowed me to pack everything in the car seat bag and the stroller. I'm talking all the baby's clothes, all the baby toys, even formula, if you're using that, anything that has to do with the baby, diapers, wipes, you can throw it in those bags because they do not charge you for the stroller and the car seat bag to go checked, and they also don't have a weight limit on it. Most airlines, at least. I can't speak for all airlines, but most airlines, in my experience, I've never had them be like, oh, this weighs too much. You'll find that in your car seat bag, you have a lot of space because the car seat is like a dip, you know, so you've got like all this room here to put stuff. So what I would do is I would roll all of my baby's clothes, put all of her clothes in a packing cube, and then I would put the packing cube in there. I also traveled with a playmat at this age, and I got this one on Amazon that was pretty small and able to fold up easily, so there was no wood. We had the Love Every one as well, which had like the wood beams. That one was not the one to travel with. This one was actually bungee cord things that stretched out as like the overhead part, and you could actually tie them together and stuff them in the car seat bag. Tip number 3 is to look for Airbnbs or hotels that have baby amenities. Depending on your budget, you can go from the basic amenities to a lot of amenities, and this range goes from, I would say the basic amenities is just having a pack and play there. The most amenities, like I think even like the Ritz-Carlton and like some other hotels, they offer like baby shampoo and soap. They They offer like a changing table, they offer you diapers and wipes, toys maybe even. Like I have seen some stuff out there for babies, and it all depends on your budget, but just research baby friendly hotels in the area that you're going to. There is some really cool stuff out there that this is the time to take advantage of all of that stuff. I've even seen for some Airbnbs as well, they have baby utensils. At this age, you're not really having and bringing a lot of stuff for solids. Maybe if your baby is 6 months old and you start at solids, like some of the Airbnbs will have baby plates and utensils, there'll be baby toys there, and all of that is really helpful, especially if you are trying to like save space, make more room in your own luggage, because I can literally pack a full checked bag full of my baby stuff and not even have enough room for my own stuff when going places. So having baby amenities at the location that you're arriving at is really, really helpful. Tip number 4, it's probably one you've heard before, but breastfeed or give your baby a bottle or a pacifier during takeoff and landing. This can really help with their ears. If you want to be over prepared, you can also buy these little like baby headphones, and sometimes that pressure can help them as well. I bought those headphones. I take them with me on every single trip, but I have never really used them, to be honest. However, I don't really regret buying them, just because now that my baby is over 1 year old, we do plan on taking her to like some concerts and whatnot. And if it's really loud in the location that we're going to, I'm really going to use those headphones, and they do last until they're about like 2 or 3 years old. So to me, it wasn't a wasted investment, even if I don't use them on the plane. And as a new mom and a baby under 6 months old and your first time traveling, you just want to have everything there just in case you need it, just to smooth your anxiety about your trip. Tip number 5 is something that I don't know why, but I didn't start doing this until about like 4, 5, maybe even 6 months in, is having little separate bags inside of your diaper bag. You can actually use this in your everyday life, but this is especially important and very useful when you are traveling. For some reason, whenever I am on the plane and I'm just like constantly getting stuff out and putting stuff back for the baby, and also maybe even for myself, everything can kind of get messy in the bag. And for me, I feel at ease when I have a very organized bag. I found that having a little separate bag for everything made everything easy to find and easy to put back. And if I wasn't able to put it back in the exact bag that it's supposed to be in, at least I had those bags there, so that way when I had a second, I could just rearrange everything and reorganize it, just so that way I can feel better. Tip number 6, this is like the biggest tip. Not only do you need to bring outfits, extra outfits for your baby, bring extra outfits, or at least one outfit for yourself. And I'm talking even your underwear. I had my baby spit up on me on a flight, and my underwear got wet with spit up. The grossest thing ever. And I was so glad that I actually had another pair of underwear and a whole new outfit with me. If you are in the middle of a flight or you're in the airport, like it's gonna be too much of a hassle for you to go into your bag, like your suitcase, to get a whole new outfit out. It's just really easy to just have an extra outfit for yourself inside of your diaper bag. Anyways, that is my 6 tips for traveling with a baby under 6 months old. I hope that you found these tips helpful. If you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment below. I love to chat with people and really just get other people's ideas as well. I know I had someone comment on my video the other day about toddler tantrums, and I was like, oh my gosh, all of these tips are so helpful for me, and I totally knew them before but like forgot about them now that I'm like in the midst of stuff. So I really appreciate anyone who comments on the video and gives any feedback or any sort of extra ideas. So thank you so much again. I will see you in my next one.